the subsidy, the masses, because people are suffering.
Honestly speaking, that is the truth. That is the truth. The effect is more on the masses. And at times, I beg to disagree when the people saying, or the government are saying, that only the elite or the people benefited are the rich from the subsidy. And it is not true. Because all of us go to filling station to buy fuel at 100 and something before. And now it's 5 something. So it is no longer those people alone. It's a big burden on the masses. And these people can sustain even fuel by $1 million naira. If it is, there are people in Nigeria that if 1 liter is 1 million, it will never reduce their movement. But what of the masses? So, and I'm sure even some people that say about 10 billion from a particular group to assist government regarding maybe purchasing of some electric vehicle and this thing, what is it called? Means of transportation. And so many other things. Like the government before, since January, provision has been made for this removal. I expected even before the end of that thing, all the palliative they are coordinating, those things should have been, not even giving 5,000 should be the issue. Is first of all, is transportation system. Because people need to move from one place to another. Of course. And the means of transportation, and the moment that is high, then it affects every other thing. Because most of the things we eat here in Abuja is from some villages and they are not being produced in Abuja. And at the end of the day, it affects everything. So I think they are seriously working on it, and I'm sure at the right time things will fall in place. All right. But Nigerians should just be patient. If we check the history of subsidy, even during Obasanjo wanted to remove it. And Adam Osomole was then the national. So Nigeria Labour Congress, and they shut down the whole thing. And 2012, where I think Mr. President was misguided. Jonathan was misguided. Because as at that time, this committee they set up for that removal, the first assignment that was given to them is that they are supposed to organize a kind of town hall meeting across the 6 geopolitical zone. That meeting only held in Lagos. And the reason is that to give Nigeria proper orientation on the reason why this thing had to go. But when this thing in form of town hall meeting only held in Lagos, and the feedback Mr. President got was that they've gone around the whole country and the whole Nigeria, they are totally in support. And you know, Mr. President listening to you understand, it is the feedback from the people he gave at the summit to. And honestly, he acted based on the information he had. But me and you knew as at that time, we were not prepared for it. And that was what gave that our party then, this thing. So every opposition capitalized on the lapses of that government. So we were not prepared. Now? And that time that Jonathan increased that price, you remember it was January. People traveled home, people got stranded. Because, you know, you have to time your thing. But this one, there was a kind of proper, before it was very obvious that it was not part of the budget as from end of June. So which Nigeria already aware, right from January, that there will be no budget for subsidy. It means gradually Nigeria already, there is kind of awareness that this is no longer we can no longer sustain this. So that was why. And if Mr. President had wasted time, the best time was before that day, the pronouncement that day was the best time. Because if he had come and the same set of people surrounded him to allow him to wait for 2-3 months, the thing will never stand. So